Hello guys, this is Lucas again, and today I'm going to show you how to start test-driven development of your application. So just to give you an idea what test-driven development is, when you build a software, it can get really complex really quickly, and sometimes when you write the code, you may not remember what you wrote after just a couple of weeks. So when you have to go back and change the behavior of your application and add some features, then you're always running into a risk of destroying something, breaking some existing code. That's why it's a very good practice to write automated tests that will test your application every time you make some changes. Now, the difference between writing tests after you write the code and test-driven development is that with test-driven development, you actually write the test first. So you write the test, and test is very easy to write. It's much easier than writing a code. And in test, you specify what your input is. So maybe you click some links, or maybe you enter some instructions to the program. And then your test is actually expecting something to happen. So for example, you go to the website, you log in as a user, you click on some button, and you expect the user account to be deleted. Or maybe you expect the user to change status to administrator, etc., etc. Maybe an email is going to be sent. So you write that test first, and you run the test, and the test would fail because there is no program to execute that test or execute that function, so the test cannot, or there is no functionality, so the test will pass. The test will fail, of course. So then you start writing the code. As you will see very soon, the errors that you keep on getting, they're actually telling you what the next step is. They're actually, you think about errors like the best thing that you have at your disposal here. Because good error will tell you exactly what is wrong with your application. So when you get an error, don't worry, it's a good thing. Because if something doesn't work, you want to know why it doesn't work. When there is no error and an application doesn't work, this is when you have a problem, because you don't know what is causing the error, what is causing the failure, or why the application doesn't work. So if we want to start a test-driven development project with our Rails application, there are two ways. First way is to use existing test framework, which you will find here if you go to your folders inside of your project. You'll see this folder that says test. And this is the default framework for Rails, and we are not going to use that test. We're going to use something different, which is, in my opinion, a lot easier to use and a lot more friendly to those who haven't programmed before. And that thing is called RSpec. So in next step, I'm going to show you how to add RSpec to your project and start writing tests. So let's go ahead and visit RSpec GitHub page. Okay, so let's go search RSpec Rails simply on Google. Okay, go to this GitHub /RSpec Rails. Okay, RSpec is one of the most popular tools, and the documentation is excellent. So you can just simply follow the installation, and that's what we're going to do. We just this to our gem file. Okay, save that. Bundle install. Great. Now the next step is to generate some RSpec files, and also change our project default test environment. So we go here, Rails generate RSpec install, and that will add a file in a folder. Okay. So now we have the new spec folder, and we're going to use that from this point onwards. So that's pretty much all we can do for now. So we can already run our test by typing simply RSpec, and there we go. The first run, zero examples and 0 failures, is because we haven't wrote any test yet. In the next step, I'm going to show you, in the next video, I'm going to show you how to write the first step, but before the first test. But before we do that, let's install another tool that's going to help us to do high-level testing, and like open page and click links and check boxes. So in Google, search for Capybara Rails. So let's add Capybara to our gem file. We do it in the test group. Save that and run bundle install. And when this is happening, let's see what the next step would be. And there are different options, because you can use Capybara of different frameworks. We're going to use Capybara with RSpec. So we're going to follow this part of the tutorial. So we have to add this line at the top of our configuration for test. So let's go into our project folder, and this file, spec helper, let's open that, and just paste here. Okay, save, and you can close that. Okay, so our installation is going on. Okay, so there is some examples of tests that you can write. Our test would be very, very similar. Maybe a little bit simpler, but I encourage you to read documentation. It's very good. And this is a new version of Capybara, which has been improved. Okay, great. So we have Capybara already installed on our machine, and we can start writing first tests. We'll do that in the next video. So this is all for now. See you in the next one.